Visa's She's Next initiative has empowered Gulf women entrepreneurs for the past 2 years, and it's now entering its third edition. And I'm delighted to be joined by Senior Vice President and Group Country Manager, GCC at Visa, Dr. Saeeda Jaffar. Pleasure to chat with you today, Dr. Saeeda. Remind us, if you would, what inspired Visa to launch the She's Next initiative?
Great question. Visa is a purpose-led organization. We believe that economies that include everyone uplift everyone, and we want to be a part of it. As part of this vision, we partner with merchants all across the globe. About 130 million merchants are our partners. And when we look at this number, when we reflect on this number, we understand and we appreciate that small, medium enterprises, SMEs, are an integral part of this. Roughly half of those are SMEs. And not only are half of those SMEs, there is a very long tail of SMEs. And as we evolve further and further into an economy of 1 billion sellers, right, with everybody on social, everybody expanding their role, we think this is going to continue to be a very important part. So in general, SMEs are very important to us, and we've been focused on this. And when we looked at this and we went a little bit deeper into it, we realized that probably the biggest impact we could have was on women-led, women-founded entrepreneurs. And that is really why we started thinking globally about She's Next. We then said, let's bring it to the region. And we started working with a lot of women entrepreneurs and women founders in the region to say, is there a need? And we ran a number of surveys, we did a number of things, and the results were actually quite interesting. And what we heard repeatedly was that 33% of the women in Saudi, a third, 1 out of every 3 women entrepreneurs, stated that limited capital is what they needed, right? They had the access to capital was limited. And about 40% of the women surveyed in the UAE said that they needed more partnerships. So these then started creating the framework for She's Next. And that's how we created the overall umbrella of She's Next in the GCC, which is focused on helping women entrepreneurs by providing them 1, access to capital, 2, access to partnerships through our networks, and 3, by creating the right opportunities for mentorship and coaching.
It's an incredibly impactful initiative. And last year, I was fortunate to be part of the awards ceremonies and witness the stories of these women entrepreneurs. Which stories stand out the most to you, Dr. Saeeda?
She's Next has been an incredible initiative, and we've had the opportunity to be a part of so many different businesses and so many success stories. If I really look at it, in the last 2 years, we've had close to about 1,000 applicants. 1,000 women who have shared their incredible ideas and stories with us. And we've been fortunate enough to take about 20 of those women through the journey. And while each and every one of them is so unique and so good, I'll probably just talk about a couple of them. The first one is Thrift for Good. I'm sure you know Thrift for Good.
Absolutely. I see it almost every day on my daily walk.
There we go. It's an incredible story, and it's about sustainability, and it's about finding another home for a lot of, clothes, shoes, purses, a lot of goods. And not only is it about that, not only about sustainability, but it has an incredible social enterprise angle to it as well, because the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds are actually then taken and contributed to charitable causes for children, which is just an incredible thing to do. In fact, through her journey, she's been able to already raise close to about 3 million dirhams for children's charitable causes. It's just incredible. Again, it's a great thing, and I'm so lucky that we've been able to be a part of this journey to help her along the way. I think the other one that is a really interesting story that we often talk about is Pitway. Pitway is it's a platform that connects a lot of freelancers with different employers. And it provides the freelancers the ability to be able to connect with close to 3,000 different employers and to be able to then do something. Again, it's a new way of working. It's a different way of working. So these are just two of some of the many, many, many examples that we see along the way.
Not only are you empowering these GCC business women, but they are empowering others in turn as well. With the launch of the third edition of She's Next, what new opportunities and streams are being introduced? How has it really evolved?
So She's Next started out with an idea around women entrepreneurs and women entrepreneurship. And we started out saying, let's keep it broad. And through that, as I said, we got about 1,000 different applicants. And as we were going through these, we realized that there are a lot of themes that emerged. So themes such as fashion, such as food, such as publishing, such as gaming. So we said, you know what? Perhaps it is now time to evolve She's Next to a more thematic program where while we look at things broadly, we also focus on specific themes. And not only do we focus on specific themes alone, we do it with partners. So this year, what you will see is that we are launching thematic She's Next across the GCC. I'll talk about 2 of the themes. I'm incredibly proud of all the themes, but these 2 themes resonate deeply. The first one is around publishing. Today, in the world of publishing, women are still underrepresented, especially at the senior levels. And we are partnering with Publisher, which is an organization that was founded and is led by Sheikh Badur. We are working together to create a publishing-focused She's Next platform to help women in publishing. The second initiative is around gaming. Gaming is something that we all enjoy occasionally, but perhaps something that we don't appreciate is half of the gamers are actually women. And these women have not historically had the access to a lot of the gaming competitions and to a lot of the gaming events, as others do. So we've partnered with GCon on creating a vertical in gaming for She's Next. Again, just an incredible opportunity, an incredible space, and we look forward to doing a lot more.
And beyond She's Next, how is Visa really impacting small businesses?
It's a fantastic idea. Visa wants to be the best way to get paid, to pay and get paid. That is our mission. And ultimately, that is what we want to be for a lot of the small businesses. I'll give you an example, right? Today, if you look at it, a lot of the businesses that are women-owned, especially those that are consumer-facing, are extremely global and are extremely digital, right? They have a large presence on social media of choice, be it Facebook, Insta, you name it. And through that, the world becomes smaller and smaller, and genuinely, their customers are global. I'll give you an example. I have a niece who is right now studying in Madrid. She loves a small business out of Australia. She wants to buy from that small enterprise that's based in Australia. Now, she wants to make sure that, number one, she's able to pay for the goods. Number two, when she's paying, it's a secure way to pay. And number three, if there are any issues with that, if the product doesn't get delivered or it's damaged or something, she's protected. So those are her needs. At the same time, the seller, on the other hand, wants to make sure that she is able to cater to a client that may be anywhere across the world. That seller wants to make sure that, again, that seller is protected from fraud and doesn't get hit with any chargebacks or anything later on where, there might be something going on. So that's where we enter. And we make sure that we provide both the customers and the cardholders, as well as the merchants, wherever they may be, the ability to connect and transact across the globe in a safe and secure manner.
And finally, what message would you like to share with regional women entrepreneurs about this impactful initiative and their role in shaping it well into the future?
This is our time. This is the moment. If you have an idea, if there is something out there that you genuinely believe in, you see a need, now is the time to get up and capture that. She's Next is a great platform. It's one of the best platforms I see out there. So come join us, share your story, share your ambition, and hopefully together, sky's the limit.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.